Ryan Seacrest is a busy man these days, but he carves time in his schedule for a cause that's close to his heart. Back in 2010, the American Idol and Wheel of Fortune host used his philanthropic Ryan Seacrest Foundation to give back to children who are being treated at hospitals all over the country. He made an initiative to create Seacrest Studios, or state-of-the-art media centers that allowed the patients to explore the world of media that Ryan lives in every day. In November of that year, Ryan opened the first of the studios at the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. Ryan has since opened up a total of 14 locations across the United States, but he wanted to give some love to his home base by renovating his first Seacrest studio to include the latest technology. What's more, he went down to Atlanta on October 11 to celebrate the grand reopening with his family and loved ones. From the very first studio to this incredible new space, he wrote alongside a photo uploaded on Instagram, "Glad to be back to celebrate the grand reopening of #Seacrest Studios at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Arthur M. Blank Hospital. Love what you are doing with your foundation," one person wrote. "Thank you, Ryan, for all you do for the children." Another declared, "Way to go, Ryan. You and your family make such a difference in these kids' life. Love you." A different follower added, if Ryan's touching return to the Children's Hospital of Atlanta wasn't enough, he had one more amazing story to tell in an Instagram video. As it turned out, one of the guests in attendance happened to be a young girl named Leah, who was in treatment when the first Seacrest Studios opened. At the time, she was the first person interviewed in the media center, and more than a decade later, she is now one of the nurses working at the hospital that treated her. It was more than just a reopening, it was a homecoming, Ryan added in the caption. And it was moments like this that made today so special. Ryan Seacrest, the charismatic host known for his boundless energy and ability to juggle multiple high-profile gigs, is often seen gracing television screens with a smile. From hosting American Idol to stepping into Pat Sajak's shoes on Wheel of Fortune, Seacrest has earned a reputation as one of Hollywood's most beloved personalities. However, behind his polished professional facade, Seacrest has always had a deep commitment to giving back, a commitment that recently took center stage in an emotional announcement that left fans in tears. Seacrest's philanthropic efforts, especially through his Ryan Seacrest Foundation, RSFA, have long been close to his heart. The foundation focuses on creating Seacrest Studios, broadcast media centers in pediatric hospitals, to give young patients an uplifting creative outlet during their treatments. But what Seacrest revealed in his latest announcement took the impact of his work to new heights and touched fans on a deeply emotional level. A heartfelt moment. The announcement came during a special live stream event hosted by Seacrest, where he updated fans on the progress of his foundation and the lives it had touched. As Seacrest began to speak, viewers could see the usual spark in his eyes, but there was something different this time. A raw, vulnerable emotion that wasn't typical of his smooth on-air persona. Seacrest, with a trembling voice, shared a story about a young patient named Lucas, who had spent months in a Seacrest studio while undergoing treatment for a rare illness. Lucas, Seacrest explained, had found a sense of purpose through the studio, hosting his own radio show, and even conducting interviews with local celebrities. It wasn't just a distraction for him, Seacrest said, tears welling up. It became his lifeline, something that gave him hope when he felt hopeless. Tragically, Seacrest revealed, Lucas had passed away earlier in the year. The studio staff, Lucas's family, and the community were devastated, but Lucas's parents told Seacrest that the studio had given their son his final months of joy and excitement. They said that Lucas died happy, Seacrest said, his voice breaking, because he got to live his dream of being a DJ. The announcement was met with an outpouring of grief and love from fans. Many had followed the foundation's work for years, but hearing such a personal story brought its importance into sharp focus. Lucas's story wasn't just a heartwarming anecdote. It was a reminder of the real human impact that Seacrest's work had on children facing life's hardest battles. As Seacrest continued the mission, he wiped away tears and shared the next chapter of the Ryan Seacrest Foundation's journey. In honor of Lucas and the many other kids like him who have found hope and happiness through our studios. We're expanding our reach, he announced, his voice filled with both sadness and determination. The foundation, he revealed, would be opening 10 new Seacrest studios in hospitals across the country over the next 5 years, bringing the joy of media and entertainment to more children who need it most. The new studios would be built in collaboration with local communities, ensuring that each one would be tailored to the specific needs and dreams of the young patients in those hospitals. In a particularly emotional moment, Seacrest explained that one of the new studios would be dedicated to Lucas, complete with a plaque bearing his name. "It will be a place where his spirit lives on," Seacrest said, his voice trembling. "Where other kids can feel the joy that Lucas felt, and where they can know they're not alone in their fight." Fan reaction. Tears and tributes. As Seacrest wrapped up his announcement, the response from fans was immediate and overwhelming. Social media lit up with messages of support, with many fans expressing how moved they were by Seacrest's vulnerability and the incredible work his foundation was doing. Twitter was flooded with hashtags like #RSF and #LucasLivesson, as fans shared their own stories of how the foundation had touched their lives or the lives of their loved ones. One fan, who had previously volunteered at a hospital with the Seacrest studio, tweeted, "I've seen firsthand what these studios do for kids. To hear Ryan talk about Lucas, I'm in tears. His foundation is making a real difference. #ThankYouRyan." Others shared their admiration for Seacrest's personal commitment to the foundation. Ryan Seacrest is not just a host or a TV personality. He's a person with a heart of